Hey everyone, and welcome back. In this video, I want to introduce you to something that is used a lot in trading weather, and that's the concept of curves. But before I do that, I want to take a little time to tell you about my vision and some of my goals when I started building this platform. The vision I have for WeatherMage is a bit ambitious. I have a few major goals actually for the platform. And the first, of course, is weather market education. Now, recently, and more than ever, weather and climate are having some really devastating effects on people's lives. The current mechanisms that we have to move and absorb climate risk around the world is completely broken, and therefore it makes it really expensive. For example, after this year, 2024, a lot of people living in some places like Florida are not going to be able to buy any flood insurance at all, much less even afford it. So it's a unique time and opportunity to rebuild the weather market again. If we can build a balanced and active global market of weather risk with millions of participants and trillions of capital, then something interesting happens. The cost to hedge or insure against climate risk drops for everyone. How? Well, the first way is through what's called risk diffusion. And that's just a fancy way of saying that if you break a large piece of risk up into really small parts, the total price that you have to pay to transfer that risk is lower. Now, I'll give you an example. Say you were to bet on a weighted coin, okay? Heads or tails, but it's weighted to one side, let's say heads. But you had to bet $100,000 on it. Now, if you were just an average person, that's a lot of risk for you. So you would demand an edge of, say, at least 70% heads to make that bet. But now say you only had to bet $1 on it. And it's not a big bet for you. It's almost trivial. And also, say there's a million other people willing to competitively bid on that same coin. Now, how low of an advantage would you need in order to take that $1 bet? 60%? 55%? 51%? You see, if you break a large piece of risk into much smaller bets and let the market participants compete for those pieces, you reduce the total price of the risk. The second way that active markets can lower the price of risk is related to the first. If you can create a global market for weather risk with participants from all countries and players from all different industries, you increase the chances that people with offsetting risks would trade with each other. And in those cases, they may need no edge at all to take the risk of the counterparty. Another major goal that I have with this platform is climate education. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Everyone on this planet lives under the same climate. And it's not the case that because one side of the Earth's weather is a certain way, that it causes another side's weather. Climate creates the weather that we all experience all at once. And unfortunately, our climate is changing really fast. So my hope is that I can use this platform to get people interested in trading the weather for potential income. But in order for anyone to trade it successfully, they also have to learn about our climate. It's a prerequisite. When you trade, you're putting your money where your mouth is, where your beliefs are. And if your beliefs about our climate is not consistent with what is actually going on, then you're going to lose. As you can imagine, what WeatherMage is trying to do is really important, and I hope you can help us get there. Let's talk about weather curves. In trading, a curve is an expectation of what an index, a variable, or price will be in the future. Curves can also be based on actual prices of things in the market. For example, the yield curve that we all hear about in financial news is based on the prices of bonds at different maturities in the future. You create your own curves, and they are based on your analysis of the subject that you want to trade. In weather, curves can be either biased or unbiased. An unbiased curve is based purely on the statistics. There's no opinion or emotion involved in it. A biased curve, however, has a personal view of where the weather index may end up built into it. For instance, we can all agree on what a good estimate of the average temperatures in Phoenix may be in the summer, but you may believe it will be hotter. So because of that, you are biased to buying Phoenix summer CDDs instead of selling them. I'm only going to teach you how to build and trade with unbiased curves as we're starting out. But later, once you get the hang of trading, I'll revisit the biased curve concept and show you how you can use that in your trading also. Another part of the market that needs a little explanation is the typical contract. Temperature derivatives are usually traded as monthlies or in seasonal strips, and so it's really easy to understand because all you have to do is add up all the degree days or cats for the days in the time period. For example, if you're trading May CDDs, then you just add up the number of CDDs in May for your index. And if you're trading May SEP CDDs, then you would just add up all the CDDs for the months of May through September for your index. It's really easy. WeatherMage only uses the Novi March and May SEP strips for trading. I may add monthlies later down the line, depending on what you, as our traders, want to trade. Okay, one more thing before we do a few trades. Weather derivatives can trade pre-season and during the season. Today, as I'm recording this, is October 20th, so the trading that I will be doing today for you is pre-season. Markets will move around pre-season as traders come in and establish their positions. End users will also come in to put on their hedges. So this activity will move markets away from their unbiased curves and give you opportunities to trade. Pre-season is actually a great time for weather traders to profit off price swings as the long-term traders and the end users come in to take their positions. So let's do some trades so that I could show you what I'm talking about. Left and right, the charts on the left and right, they're really important because they show you where exactly the market is for those cities and how it's trading relative to its unbiased curve. In WeatherMage, I used the 10-year average for the unbiased curves for everything. So let's look at here. Let's look at some opportunities. Look at Riyadh, and it's trading below. So we are going to buy there. Let's see, Riyadh, and notice that it is trading. Let's see, wait until the market pops up. It's trading slightly below. So let's buy there. 5 contracts, confirm buy. So once you do a trade, the trade specs actually show up next to the difference graph. So it gives you a really quick view of what's going on. So in Riyadh, we did 5 contracts, we're long, and the number next to it is our P&L. Look at Phoenix HDDs. It's trading way above, so why don't we sell that? Phoenix, way above, let's sell it. 5 contracts. Okay, so we're long one, we're short one. Let's see what else is available for us to trade. Well, we're short Phoenix. Let's see if we can buy some New York HDDs because it's trading a little bit below. Let's go back to US, New York, HDDs. It's trading below. Let's buy it. Looks like there are a lot of opportunities to sell since we're well, let's sell Panama. Panama City's way above, so let's sell that. Where am I? This is Asia. Hold on. There we go. Panama City trading above, supposedly. Yeah, way above. So let's sell that. 5 contracts. Okay, so we're long 2, we're short 2. Right now our P&L is positive, 3 of them positive. Yeah, they're all positive right now. So let's wait until for a little bit until these markets kind of evolve a little bit more, and we'll look to see to get out of them and lock in our profits a little bit. So that was easy. It's only been like 10 minutes since we did those trades, and they're all positive right now. About 81 in New York, 114 in Phoenix, 120 in Riyadh, and about 30 in Panama. Markets will move really fast pre-season because people come in trading, and the way I've set up the market maker, it's things happen quickly. So let's lock all this stuff in since we're doing well. Let's say New York. Remember, you could offset the trade. Like for instance, in New York, I'm long, so I could just sell 5 and flatten it out. But you really don't want to do that. You want to close the position out and clear it out and ready it for the next trade. When you close it out, it takes your trade and cashes it out pretty much, and turns it to a realized gain or loss. Sorry, Phoenix. Let's close. Riyadh. That turned up really well. We're up 100 on that or so. Close position. And Panama turned negative. So we'll just close it anyway since we closed all the other trades out. Panama. Close position. Okay. And we're done. We've cleared everything else out. We've locked in about over 100, about 150 in PL from those last trades. Let's see. P&L graph shows the same thing. You see this last kink here. Those are our the New York and the Phoenix trade adding. Where's Riyadh? Yeah, this beigeish brownish line, that's your Riyadh trade. And I guess the last trade was buried somewhere in here. So yeah, we did really well in those 4 trades. And we'll keep going. So the concept of curves is very important in weather trading. It's a good idea to watch this video again a few times to really understand curves and how they affect your trading. Because in the next video, I'll be building on this more and really explain the logic behind those 4 trades we just did. It's really the cornerstone of what a weather trader does. And we'll see you then.